My daughter Grace is 16. My brother-in-law Kevin became close to Grace after her father died.
When my dad died, I had a tough time in school. I got held back 2 grades and I started getting bullied. My uncle Kevin started hanging out with me to cheer me up. Pretty soon, he was coming over every day.
His car would be in my driveway when he should have been at work. They spent a lot of time in Grace's room with the door closed.
I lay like this and Kevin lays right here like this. Kevin is not just my uncle, he's also a very good friend.
One day I came home and the washer setting was off. She said she washed her sheets because they were sweaty. And then she said Kevin stopped by. We fought, and then I told her that Kevin could not come over unless I knew about it. But after that, he came over again. I went into her room and found a hidden bottle of whipped cream behind her stack of DVDs. I thought to myself, Kevin has been here, washed sheets, now whipped cream. I started to snoop and found a letter from Kevin to Grace. When I read it, I was physically ill.
I thought the letter Kevin wrote was completely harmless.
It spoke of their relationship. She's getting older now, and she might even get a boyfriend. I won't be happy about it.
You will be dating, you'll eventually find a guy. I'd be lying if there was part of me that doesn't like it.
I felt that something inappropriate had happened. So I grilled her about the whipped cream, and Grace told me that Kevin had put the whipped cream on his neck and asked her to lick it off.
I know what's right and wrong, so I didn't do it. He asked me again and I said no.
Even though Kevin told me that he did say those things about the whipped cream on his neck, he told his wife that he did not. Once I found out that Kevin lied about the whipped cream, I realized that he was capable of lying about anything. I just want to know the truth. Is my brother-in-law a monster?
Are you concerned?
I have some concerns just because I have one side of me that thinks that this is an innocent friendship. And then I have my sister, my other sister that's not married to Kevin, who thinks this is way wrong.
Way wrong. Uh-huh.
So I'm being pulled both ways.
Okay. And you've talked to Grace about it, and you've said that there's nothing inappropriate going on here, right?
I don't feel there's anything inappropriate going on. There's a few things that I've seen, like the whipped cream thing, did concern me a little bit. But other than that, I think him and I have nothing but a friendship.
And one that you value.
Yes.
And this kind of started after your dad passed. I'm very sorry for your loss, by the way. That's never easy, and certainly not easy when you're 14 and leaves a terrible void. So I am sorry for your loss. And,
thank you.
And Kevin was a help and is a help during that time, kind of filling a void in there. So some good things in that regard,
Yes.
right? And you've appreciated that.
Yes.
So that's a good thing. But you say that your first red flag was Kevin going by your house when you weren't there. And you say that when he comes over, they go in her room and close the door and watch TV. And now, every story has two sides to it. And on the flip side of that doesn't sound good when you just say it, right? On the other side, there's a little brother, and he comes crashing in all the time. And so they close the door to keep the munchkin out from blasting in and all. But nonetheless, you do have a 38-year-old man in your daughter's bedroom with the door closed on a regular basis.
Right.
Is that a good idea?
If it was anybody else besides Kevin, it would be a big deal. But to me, I've seen them together, he's like a big kid. To me, he's her friend. And so when I find these things, I'm conflicted because when I talk to Kevin or my sister who's married to him, they bring me back down. And then when I talk to my sister Tammy, she just brings everything way back up. And then I ask Grace, and then she tells me there's nothing inappropriate going on. And I ask her a lot. And so my stomach is just in knots. I don't know what to believe.